everyone, welcome to Abundant Life Tarot. This is our May favorites. You know I love a good favorites video, and I want to welcome new subscribers as well as give a big hug and shout out to all the ones who have been with me since day one. So thank you. So May, beautiful May, big beautiful May. Loved it. It was a whirlwind all 31 days. The last day in May, May 31st and June 1st, had really weird weather in Sacramento where it was like hot in the day, and then by the evening, like made way for a beautiful thunderstorm, and it was just amazing. And it's what I remember most about loving the area that I live in is spring. It's so beautiful, and so like it has so many different kind of types of weather that happens out here during this time of year, and I always tend to forget that, but I thought I would memorialize that moment in the favorites video, and it is a favorite of mine. I love weather systems. It literally, like, the sky was like amazing. So let's talk about crystals. Now, I was all over Lepidolite, as I usually am, and I got candle wax all over these two. I'm wearing it. I always wear it lately. I started doing hotline calls, like tarot readings on the hotlines, because I just thought, let's try it out, make some extra cash, see what that's all about. And I actually enjoy it, but I need to make sure that I have some good protective energy. But also what's awesome about Lepidolite, here's a piece. I have a rough / shiny piece. What's cool about it is it helps you to access certain heightened psychic awarenesses and deepening your intuitive connection. And so that's why I also really enjoy this stone, is that it protects, grounds, like a darker stone, like a heavier stone, if you will, but it still kind of has those properties like that you would find maybe in selenite. So yeah, love me some Lepidolite this month. So not too much to talk about on that, other than, yeah, and also that I still keep this beautiful piece of Kyanite that I got, oh my goodness, I got in May at the Gym Fair show. I wasn't even looking for a piece because I already have this amazing piece here. Oh, keep dropping stones everywhere. It's a little less, it's like more icy blue, but this one is a showstopper. Let me see if I don't even know if the camera can give it like all these different intricate colors. And then look at this in the back. Isn't that amazing? Oh my God. And so I saw this and I had to have it. It was from one of my favorite crystal sellers there. So he sold it to me for a nice good price, and I just had to have it. And I love having it on my reading tables. I feel like it does help me with maybe recording videos or doing these readings that I'm doing. I love it. It helps with my throat chakra. All right, so I was going to talk about, my purple stones. I'll just do an honorable mention with my Lepidolite and my amethyst. I keep a lot of purple right now on my reading table. It just, I don't know, for some reason it works for me. It works for love readings, and I've just been loving that little power combination of my pretty Lepidolite. Another stone I got this month. This is seriously a big rough piece of it. Like, oh, here's a flat piece of Lepidolite here. All right, it's just very flat, pretty lavender shade. Here's a nice rough. I like stones. I love tumble stones for their prettiness and their ease of touch, and you know how they feel in the hand, but I also love a good rough piece of a stone too. I love that element of it as well. I think it's important to have kind of a mixture both in my collection. It's personal preference for sure, but this is I saw this and it was like, so I couldn't believe the price I was able to get for it from, again, my favorite guy. And he's like, yeah, it's just a rough piece, you know. So some people just prefer the flatter pieces, and those are more expensive. But this one was less expensive because it was all rough and looks like almost like a piece of pretty rock. But I liked it. I thought it was meant to come home with me. So it goes with my purple rock collection that I've got going on over here in this corner on my table. All right, that's enough about crystals. I can go all day about those. Next up, we are going to talk about, oh, yeah, we'll talk about that other stuff in a minute. Books. All right, so I'm continuing with my reading and working with The Awakened Empath, The Ultimate Guide to Emotional, Psychological, and Spiritual Healing by Luna in Soul. Bless you. Love this book so much, and I'm working with it because it's inspiring me on what I want to make for different spreads for my Abundant Life Tarot Premium group, my membership group, which is starting to morph more into, like, I like to think like a tarot coaching membership. And it also has a lot of content that I'm putting there versus necessarily, you know, it's just gonna, you know, it's on my website. But I like this book. It's been very helpful in helping me to set up energetic boundaries as an empath, which was super necessary. And yeah, let me see if I can find some excerpts. I talked about it last month, so I won't go into it this month. You can also check out my website because I talk about it in both May's newsletter that I do. I do like a monthly newsletter. It's like what's happening, you know, in May and what's happening in June. And I talk about this one. And yeah, I think if you're an empath, it would be a good idea to get this book, or at least a book, or 2 or 3 or 5 on this topic, because it's just helped me profoundly at work, in my workplace. It's helped me profoundly in my tarot business. It's helped me with friendships, my personal relationships with my family, you know, like my kids and stuff, and my husband. It just, yeah, very helpful. I won't go into too much. I might even have to do its own, like, review, if you will, maybe once I'm done, like done with the book, do a review of how it worked for me, because I really enjoyed it, or I'm really enjoying it. I'm not quite done yet. And like I said, I'm using it as a tool, so it's like one of my lesson books, if you will. Just Quit and Live, 367 Stories and Meditations About Work, Mondays, and Hope by Radia Richardson. And you guys are going to know this soon, but I'm going to mention it here. I've made the decision to I guess, resign or end my insurance career this year, and that's happening very soon. I've already notified my employer my intention to leave this summer, and they are sad to see me go. But it's just something that's been in the making for a long time, and it's my 20th year in the industry, and I feel like it's a good time for me to move on, to do other things. I have other things cooking and other opportunities, and I just wanted to take a little break to focus on my business for a minute, to focus on just getting myself into wellness again and focusing on that, and then, you know, maybe trying out a new career or seeing, you know, what's next for me in the next leg of my journey. I've been in my current career, like I said, for 20 years. I started when I was 19 in the insurance industry. It's been good to me. It has been a blessing to me. It continues to bless me. All the knowledge and experience I've gained, I feel like it's been a wonderful relationship. And I've gained so many friends and mentors and people I've mentored throughout this time, and I'm so grateful. And I don't know if it's totally the end for me in this part of my career, but I feel like like there's been just so many signs inside of me and around me for so many months, if not years, that this was going to be the time to go. And so I needed some help with that. I needed some guidance, and I needed to work through this process. And this book has been very instrumental in that. It has anecdotal stories from people from all over the world going through what I'm going through. And just making the decision to say, you know what, I'm going to quit. And what does that look like? How do I design a resignation in my life? And it could be anything really, right? It could be a resignation of a relationship, of, you know, friendship, of a business, whatever. And there's ways to gracefully do that. And so this book is awesome. And her website, and I'm sure she's got other things this lady does, but I found her book on her website, and then I ordered it from Amazon, and I just read it front to cover. What's cool about it is that it's filled, like she said, with 367 stories and meditations about work, meditation, and hope, and she divides it up in different sections. So each story that someone does, like they'll do like a, let me read an excerpt for you. Well, first there's the part where she talks about why I decided to write this book, how to use this book, when enough is enough, and the 11 just quit steps. And then the just quit steps checklist, which I worked and did. And surveys. She did a survey. This is really cool. On her blog, she just said, I'm going to do a survey of people who are tired and just want to quit, or are ready to quit, and the whys behind it. And those who did quit, did they quit with the job or without? What happened with them peoples? And from there, she was inspired to write this book. And so many of the entries to that survey are in this book. And it's just awesome because below each block or each paragraph of somebody's story, she has something to speak on that. Like, you know, about finances, worrying about if you're quitting, what does that look like once you quit? You know, informing your family, finding your purpose, you know, all this cool stuff. I can gush on and on. She has affirmations, and it's month to month too. It starts daily. It's like, so August 1st, climbing the right ladder. Let's read this one, for example. I am physically sick. I have anxiety every day when I enter work. I have even gone to the bathroom because I thought I was going to puke from the amount of anxiety I have. I also got vertigo while there in April, and it hasn't gone away completely since. It's now August. I work with manipulative people. They act like they are in high school. They expect you to know things that you were never taught. They try to keep you at the lowest possible rung with no way of getting out of it. And they dump all of their work on you and don't help you. And that person wrote from New York. And then she has like a little section here, and she italicizes her parts. I will take a close look. Am I trying to climb a ladder? Is the ladder in the right industry for me? She capitalizes for me. Is the ladder in the right organization? Do I need to get off this ladder? I will take a closer look. And that is so true. I think I was at several steps back, and not to say anything about my employer, it's fine. I don't really have this dynamic, fortunately for me. I just had other signs that it was like, it's time, you've grown as much as you can with this. It's time to go. And the voice got louder and louder and louder until I could not hear anything but that voice. And it's like, I have to listen, you know? So this book has been awesome with that. If you were in a similar situation, check it out. All right, I can go on and on about these books, but I can't because I have a live after recording this video I have to do, so I don't want to mess that up because you guys might be seeing me in the live shortly thereafter I record this. Okay, so those are my two books. Lots to say about that for May. And decks. Let's just get right to the decks, shall we? Let's talk about the oracles first. So we will talk about Work Your Light, Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell, artwork by Danielle Noel. Love this deck. I used this with the Moonchild, and there's the backs, this month, and I did a reading for my husband, and he couldn't believe how beautiful the messages were, how accurate the reading was, and he just couldn't believe it. He loved it. He loved both decks, and he loved this one, and I was surprised. I have many decks. You would think that he would gravitate towards other ones, but he liked this one. But I think it was the message. The Great Gathering. I think it was the message that he was receiving. It was about a project. He was wondering, you know, should he do it? What would happen if he does? And it was like, wow. It just opened up so many answers, opened wide open the situation, and then some. Starseed. It's a gorgeous deck. I wasn't so called to, I'll admit, I love the Star Child, and I'm always still on the fence about whether or not I'll ever try to get my hands on the particular edition I would like to get. But I never was called to it like I was called to the Moonchild, and how I was called to this deck. And I believe this deck goes beautifully with the Moonchild, as well as probably it would go with the Star Child, but I don't know because I don't own any of the Star Child tarot decks. Trust Your Path. It's just amazing. Transformation. It's a beautiful deck. Inner Temple, Priestess, Unbound, gorgeous. No, it says wait, postpone, pause, say no. I think there's a yes, but no, I know there's a card that says yes, yes, yes. That's the meaning, like across the whole page, it's yeses in the guidebook. The Crumbling. The Tower, the Initiation. I'm gonna keep going. I have an unboxing of this, so definitely check that out if you'd like to see more about this deck. I'm gonna actually kind of keep it out because I'm gonna show you guys something in a moment with it. So I'll step that to the side. The next one I want to talk about is Healers of the. Let's see, is it Healers? I want to say Healers of the Light. I was like, that's not right. Healers of the Earth. Oracle. It has this cute little bag that came with it. I don't know if it comes all with it all the time. I didn't realize that there was going to be borderless ones. I probably would have got the borderless option. I don't really care about borders one way or the other, but if I had to choose, I would choose it without the borders. But that's okay. I'm happy with the deck I got. It's got beautiful silver gilding. I got it because I thought that my Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed was just too, I wasn't getting the best readings from it, to be honest, anymore. Like, I don't know if me and the deck just kind of fell out of whack with each other. I don't know what happened, but the readings were off. But I wanted a whimsical deck like it, and this one fit the bill better for me. Celestial Encounter. These are the two cards that are on my altar this week that I drew for myself. So I have these at the top so I could show you. Celestial Altar, and she has little keywords at the bottom, and a wonderful guidebook I left upstairs. I won't go and get it. Celestial Encounter, Heavenly from the Stars Beyond the Veil. Magic Beanstalk, Ascension, Elevation, Reaching New Heights. So those were on my altar, and I'll show you a couple of others. Definitely check out the unboxing. I'm pretty sure I did one. The Dining Table. Pretty sure I did one. I love the readings with this. I could do readings for others, but lately I've been using it as readings for myself and for my altar space. So this is the Sky Bridge. That's what I've been using it. Remnants of Atlantis. I really enjoy this deck, Meeting Your Twin. So we've got a great guidebook, like I mentioned before, Resilience. Oh, I love this, Forest of Fire. It says, passion, aliveness, flashes of inspiration. Love this thing. I love that she uses mushrooms throughout the deck. I'm going to keep going for time's sake, because we could go all day, and I can't have this be an hour-long unboxing now, could I? Although, I'm going to have to say this. So, the other day, I was getting ready to wash my hair, and it was especially tangly, because I had gone extra days without detangling it like I should have, like, was lazy. Bad girl, on my part. Cannot skip the detangling, no matter what. Anyways, I was so upset because either like the videos out lately that's been on YouTube, like I could just listen in for an hour or so, or 45 minutes, a long stretch. But everybody doesn't make them hardly anymore, or they're long live videos, which I don't necessarily want a long live rambly video either. I was just like, where's the long videos at? Where are they? I know. You know, I get, it's nice to have a mix, you know, to have short ones, medium ones, long ones. That's just what I'm saying. Just a little tidbit to the creators out there. If you are long-winded and you want to be long-winded, I will watch your videos because I have a need for it. When I'm doing things that require it, that require lots of attention, long periods of time. Okay, sacred symbols. For divination and meditation oracle deck. Is that, I like to want my order for my write-up in the description of this video. I got this deck maybe a couple months ago. I can't remember. I got it because I wanted a deck to go with my Afro Goddess Tarot. And because I just like the graphic art, and I like the keywords, and I like the guidebook messages that the author wrote. Here's the guidebook. It's actually quite generous. It's got some spreads, I believe, in it. Here is the backs. I'm not going to go too much because I can't remember if I've already posted this up here on YouTube yet or not. Have I published it or edited it yet? I can't recall. You guys may have already seen the unboxing. Maybe you haven't. Don't worry, it's coming if you have it. So I won't go into too much of it because I did record a video. I just can't remember where it is in the editing process. So I'm going to show you all of them. Psychic. Some people may not appreciate the simplistic images, but I do. Sometimes that's all I need is a keyword and a simple image. Gratitude. And it goes actually for more modern decks, or decks that lends itself to being able to go modern or not. This is a good deck that can work with multiple types of tarot decks. Past life. Because of the simplistic artwork, the beautiful shades of colors, I just like it. I like it a lot. Got fortune. And the guidebook is really good. Courage. Soulmate. Relief. I'm not going to keep going for time's sake, and also I want you to watch also the unboxing that I'm going to do if I haven't already posted it. Okay, moving along. Next up for Oracle, we got Sacred. I was supposed to do Sacred Symbols and then Healers of the Earth. I went out of order. Sorry, guys. You know, it's for the description. Let's talk about the Romance Angels Oracle for a moment. I know it's Doreen Virtue. I know we all have our feelings about this lady. I know we have our feelings about her decks, but, okay, I like this deck. What can I say? What can I say? There's a few of her decks I like. And you know what? The reason why I decided to talk about it, I don't normally like to even bring her up in my favorites videos because she doesn't really want us talking about her decks. So I don't really want to do it, you know, talk about them. But you guys should know I do enjoy this deck, and I use it for readings for others. I use it for readings for friends, for myself, for whoever. This is a good deck. I'm sad because I was going to buy a backup one. As you can see, it's well loved. Look at all that rubbed off gilding. And I was like, ooh, before they stop selling it, I'm going to hurry up and buy a backup copy. No such luck. They're all sold out. Hay House must have pulled them all off. I can't find them anywhere. If you find a Romance Angels for a reasonable price, please let me know because I will buy it. But I have looked high and low. I've looked at Hay House to see if they've already switched it to like Radley Valentine's deck versus her. But because he's not anywhere, I don't think, on this Oracle, I don't know if it's forever out of print. And that makes me a little sad about it. Let me show you guys. Unrequited Love. This is a good card. Comes up a lot for love readings, unfortunately. Keep an open mind. It just reads accurately and really well for giving and learning. It's great for couples and singles readings. Healing family issues. Let your friends help you. Love. So I decided to talk to you guys about it because of the fact that, oh, like that, free yourself, that, I don't know, this is one of the fallouts of Doreen's, you know, turnabout, calling in your soulmate. And that's fine, it's whatever, you know. I'd rather give whoever would really want the money. I hope they do reprint it and it's under somebody else's name or whoever, because it's a really good deck. I'll just say that. It's enough of Doreen Virtue's deck. Last but not least, Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Lily Moses is the artist. Love this deck. First of all, this is my favorite color right here. This is one of my top favorite colors of all time, even as a kid. This dark teal, this dark green, blue-green. Oh, hold on, guys. Oh, good bother. I messed up my card. Let's see. Oh, that's the cover. I love this deck so much. It's matte. Hay House really did a great job on this. It's not gilded, but I'm okay with that because it makes it shovel like a dream. It allows it to shovel like a dream. This is Seer. It is my favorite Kyle Gray deck, and in fact, my son has his other two. I gifted my son the other two Kyle Gray decks, so I don't really resonate with those two, but I resonate with this one. And I use it. Mountain, stand your ground. I use it for readings for myself and for others. It is diverse. Let me see if I can show you. Here's the guidebook. Matte as well. And you know what I like is that they kept it simple with Kyle Gray's deck. You know, I know everybody loves how Colette Baron Reed has these bigger boxes inside the box and all that. And it's gorgeous and you know, okay. But practically speaking, this works for me just even better for space purposes. Let me see. I did an unboxing, obviously, so I'm not going to go into great detail on this video, but just thought I'd show you a few. And I've been using this again, and I enjoy it quite a lot. It's quite beautiful. Oh, look at the backs. Oh, look at that. Just no glare, just, deliciousness. Anyways, those were the oracles. Now let's move to the tarots. Let's get to that. All right, the first one I'm going to talk about is tarot with keywords. I have it in a tarot bag because it comes in a standard white tuck box. I ordered it from Etsy, and I think she used the, you know, those printer companies. I can't think of the name of the company. Print on demand. I don't know what it's called. Something along those lines. And it's Linda Boyle, and it's tarot with keywords, and it literally has keywords. It is the Rider-Waite Smith. And you're probably thinking, well, Kim, haven't you used tarot for a while? Why would you need a tarot deck with keywords? What the hell? Well, when I started doing the hotlines, it was recommended by Christina, the Tarot Biz coach, awesome lady, that she had a deck she used. I forgot the name of that deck. You can get that one on Amazon. I got this one on Etsy that has keywords, and it was bigger, but it was like phrases. It was like too much for me to be trying to read on a hotline call. But these just have cute little phrases here, like for example, Four of Swords. And it's reversible too, so you can read meanings reversible. It says, rest and recuperation, meditation, recovery from conflict or illness, time out, a well-earned break, deal with it tomorrow. And then reverse, burnt out, restless, refusing to face opponents, forced into submission, overthinking interrupts rest, or interrupted rest or something. And so seasoned people as well as newbies could use this deck and really get, you know, for the newbies, really get acquainted with the meanings, the key meanings. And for those who are like myself, using it like bam, 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 quick hotline calls where nobody's going to be looking at the cards themselves. Now, in my readings that I'm doing for my clients, for my business, and not say a hotline or a quick reading, I'm not going to use I'm most likely not going to use this deck. This has a specific purpose. Here's the Hermit. I love it. Specific purpose that I got it for. And I used it a lot already, and I enjoy it quite a bit. It's serving its purpose well, and I thought I should talk to you guys about that. It's working out quite well. All right, so next up is the Luna Soul Tarot. It is a beaut. It is turning out to now be my backup and most favorite of all for romance readings. So here's the backs. I'm not going to bore you with too many of the cards. I know there's quite a few videos out there. We have the Empress, Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess. I love the colors of this deck so much. Eight of Wands. I love the color palette. It's just so pretty. Here's the Six of Discs. And here's Temperance. And I love the diversity in it. And yeah, one day I was like, my cards from my Triple Goddess Tarot, which is a Los Scarabeo deck, they've started to do this weird thing because I use them so much that they're starting to do this weird sticky thing. And I don't know how to make them not clump together when they shuffle. So I had to grab something else. I was like, no, I need a deck I can work with. Here's Ten of Cups. That's because my style is jumpers, and so when it's clumping like that, when I'm shuffling, it's not really jumping. Like it's like clumps of cards are coming out, and that's not right. But I love that deck, the Triple Goddess. All right, that's the Luna Soul. I can go on and gush all day about it, but I won't. I won't. Next up is, oh, let's see, what do we have? Tarot, okay, oh, the Moonchild. I also, I'm sure, did an unboxing, very hefty box. Not going to show too many cards for time's sake, because, well, yeah, we've already gone well long. There's the Eight of Swords. This is the deck, and I've already stacked a bunch of stuff on there, so I can't even get to the work you like. But this is the deck that my husband quite appreciated. Here's the card backs. I love this deck. Impeccable quality. I'm now starting to really look at my collection and see what decks that I'm going to be releasing. I'm not releasing too many because I've already kind of went through a purge, but I quickly filled up with some pre-orders and things. But the ones that are pre-order are really ones that are like the latest me would enjoy. The latest version of me. You know, we all change, our tastes over time evolve. So, anyways, that's the Moonchild Wimmer. Here's the Four of Swords. Gorgeous. All right. Let's cut a few more almonds. And then we will talk about the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas first edition. I just did an unboxing, so I'm just gonna show you how beautiful the box is, the cards. Again, I so appreciate a guidebook and a deck being able to fit into the box. It will just works for me. Matte fill, love it. Matte on this side, shiny glossy on that side, just gorgeous. I got the Wisdom of Natural Hair to go with this deck. We'll see how that works. I'll probably be doing a tarot combos video for this particular deck with a couple of oracles that I have in mind to show you guys the combinations. The Fool. Oh God, I love that. Makes me just so happy. Ace of Cups, gorgeous. Two of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay, all right. And now, oh, before I put the matte, look at that matte gold gilding. This is beautiful quality. I don't know where she is in printing of the second edition. I know that's coming, so you might want to check out to see when the second edition, so you can get a copy if you're interested in that. And then a couple more. Just Sun and Moon Tarot. I have to mention it because it's my ride or die. It stays in my purse, my daily purse that I travel with every single day. Every single day. Here's the Strength card. So when I'm, you know, at a happy hour with friends, somebody's like, can you pull out your deck? I'm like, okay, this is what I do. You know, if I'm at work, you know, between meetings, I'm like, I have a question. I might consult this little deck. It's a Thoth-based deck, Prince of Cups. It's kind of difficult to see, it's little. But it's such a good reader. It's so good. It's so good. And I just enjoy it so much. And one of these days I might get the bigger version, but I haven't had a need to because this works just fine. I don't know if I'm not really into buying big versions of decks. You know, I've got enough already, in fact. So, I don't know if that'll happen. Here's the backs. Shiny. US Games makes this tarot in a tin. And I just keep it in the tin, and it's handles nicely. That's why I probably have it, and that's why it's so used to my energies, because it's always traveling with me. And then finally, just a good mention of the Poppy Palin's The Everyday Enchantment Tarot, Finding Magic in the Midst of Life. And I wanted to mention this deck because I knew that Poppy Palin had started making videos for her deck and for her channel, and I didn't didn't really show that how I was using it in the past. You know, sometimes you guys see me get a deck, I do an unboxing, you're like, what ended up happening? I try to do deck and focuses so you can see, hey, she's still using certain decks that she talked about. But not every deck has made its way yet to that series. So I said, well, I'm going to use this deck for my June general life readings, for my monthly astro readings, and I had a ball with it. It was a great reader. It's good because, I mean, I didn't consult the guidebook, but it's a great guidebook. But it's because it's got large cards. At first it was difficult for me to handle because, well, I have larger, I guess longer size women's hands, but I got used to it and it read really well, and it's matte and there's a lot of detail to kind of pick up on. It's modern and it's diverse. It's really good quality cardstock. It's Red Feather, which is a subsidiary of Schiffer. And I enjoyed it. I wanted to talk to you guys about it. I used it for 12 readings at least this month, or this past month. And I enjoyed them. I thought this was a good reader. So I wanted to mention that because I enjoy it, and I don't think that her deck got as much love as it deserved. And some people could elect to, if it's really too large for them, I suppose they could trim, but I kept the borders because I like the fact that she colored it for the different courts and, you know, and things. That the black is for the majors, and then each suit had its, like, the blue for cups, and this beautiful, like, burgundy for the wands, and then this purple for the blades or the swords. There's the black hanged man for the majors. Let's see, there's green, the pentacles. So yeah, that's that. I really enjoyed the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, and I think it was a nice, oh, here's the backs, a nice deck to use for my summertime monthly readings, because I just get summery energies from it, at least for the Northern Hemisphere. It's summertime, or it's not summertime. It feels like summertime to me because I am in Sacramento. It's spring, actually. It won't be summer until June 21st, and this is June 3rd, so we've got a ways to go before spring hits. Not too much longer, or summer. God, can't get it right. Anyways, guys, that's it. I've rambled on long enough. Of course, I told you it was going to be a massive favorites video, but would it be an Abundant Life Tarot unboxing without discussing 1,000 different decks and all the books and all the things happening? No, no. Before I let you guys go, I just wanted to let you know of some unboxings that'll be coming down the pike. Some pre-orders that I did. Now I have some unboxings that have been recorded that I haven't posted yet, so stay tuned for those. They're coming. But here's some ones that I'm excited about. I just did the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket expansion. I have the Wisdom of Natural Hair. I'm super excited about that unboxing. I already recorded it. And then what's coming soon, hopefully, is the Slow Tarot, which I backed on Kickstarter. Very excited about that. I also backed the Muse and the Lightseers Tarot. And oh gosh, that's by Chris Ann Donnelly. Yay, I'm so excited about that. Cannot wait. I just did the survey to give my address so that the decks hopefully will be shipped soon. Did that also for the Slow Tarot. What else? I also just recently backed This Might Hurt Tarot, but that's not coming out for several months till the fall. And now with things that I back or anything, I just once it's out there, it's out there. But I get excited when the surveys come, because I'm like, yay, it's coming. Speaking of that, I also had pre-ordered the Bone Stone in Earth Flesh. Still, I have. It's out there. So one of these days, one of these good days, I will unbox that when it is done, when it is complete. I have faith that it will be completed. I do. I'm not going to rush the process with that one. So yeah, and then I think that, you know, a lot of people did depth a year for 2019 for themselves. I will probably for 2020. I will have no need whatsoever for new decks because I got some big ones coming soon. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. So much love and many blessings to all of you. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.